Yo, welcome back to Heartbeat Arena, episode 70, where we keep it 100% all facts, no cap. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck. Today, we talking about the upcoming Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis fight. We're going to break down the hype before the bell and everything like that. We got the Chicago Bears. They are 2-2. Is it progress or are they just out here pretending, y'all? We got a few in the female rap game. We got Cardi B and JT. The new rap war heating up, right? Then we got some serious allegations, right? With Stefon Diggs, man, shaking up the culture, right? And we saved the best for last. Relationship talk. But y'all know what this is right here. This ain't for the casuals. This here is factual. Real talk, real game. Every word impactful. So hit that subscribe, turn them alerts on live, tap that like, show love. Don't stall, y'all. We talking big game here. Never thinking small. And plus, we live with it. Let's talk about this Jake Paul Tank Davis fight. Listen, the internet's buzzing. Okay, Jake Paul finally landed a fight with Gervonta Tank Davis. All right, and everyone's got an opinion about it. Okay, but let's get straight to it. The fight didn't happen yet. Okay, it is going to happen on Netflix. Right, we are just hoping that when this happens, there is no outages. There is nothing wrong with the server. Nothing. Everything goes smooth with this fight, right? But let's talk about it. November 14th, 2025, at Miami's Kaseya Center. Okay, streaming worldwide on Netflix. So if you don't have a Netflix account, you might want to go grab that. Okay. All right. Now, 10 rounds, 12-ounce gloves, catch weight near 195 pounds. Tank moves up while Jake trims down, right? So here's what people are saying, right? Jake Paul, the YouTube fighter, chasing respect. And then you got Tank Davis, who's 30-0 with 28 knockouts, pure elite. Now, this is social media spectacle versus certified skill, right? But let's be real. Jake Paul is a boxer, whether we want to accept that or not. He is a boxer now. Okay. Now, here's the thing with this, all right? Tank told DAZN, right? I'm not here to play celebrity boxer. All right. He's getting real smoke. Jake clapped back and said, I've been the money fight. Now I'm the problem fight, right? So this is what people are thinking, right? You got sources from ESPN, DAZN, Bleacher Report, AP News. This is what they're thinking. They're like this on paper. Tank wins because of precision, power, and pedigree. But Jake's size makes it a wild card if he connects early. Either way, the fight's about credibility and control of the narrative, right? I mean, me personally, I feel like it's a money grab, right? And we did say we wanted to see Jake Paul fight boxers. This is what we asked for. Well, we are now getting it. Okay. The problem is it going to be one of those staged fights or is this actually going to be an actual fight? If it's going to be an actual fight, I don't even got it being a draw. I got Tank whooping this boy ass. Just like I had Terrence Crawford whooping Canelo Alvarez ass. Right? But we'll see when the day comes. Again, November 14th, 2025 is going to be on Netflix. If you haven't got your subscription, make sure you go ahead and grab that, okay? Because I'm telling you, you are not going to want to miss this. But let's move along. Now, my Bears, my Chicago Bears, right, are sitting at 2-2, right? And Caleb Williams' era has officially begun with flashes of promise, right? So let's just dive into it. So according to ESPN, right, 2 rough losses out the gate, right? Then 2 straight wins heading into the bye week, right? So is this progress, or how one would say, a mirage, right? Let's recap. So we opened it up week 1 against Minnesota and we lost 27-24. Okay. Then week 2, we played the Detroit Lions and we lost 52-21. Right. Now, week 3, we played Dallas and we beat them 31-14. I'm talking belt tap ass. BTA. Right. Then week 4, we beat the Las Vegas Raiders, right? 25-24. So we're at the 500, right? Okay. Now this will be the end of the bye week because come Monday, they face the Washington Commanders. Okay, now Caleb Williams is showing poise, faster reads, creative throws, early leadership, right? Offensive rhythm finally is clicking in the last 2 games, right? So the thing is this, though. We have these penalties and protection that still kills drives, right? Too many self-inflicted wounds, one may say, right? But however, the offense is better under head coach Ben Johnson, from what I've been seeing. Okay, the line has been a little better. Okay, our defense is, we were always known for defense, and I still have the Bears making the playoffs. Okay. Now, after the Commanders, right? If memory serves me correct, they're going to play the Saints, then the Ravens, and then the Bengals. Okay. So, them games are going to define their season. And this is the perfect time for them to catch people. Why? Because Lamar Jackson is injured, right? Joe Burrow is injured, right? Saints with Spencer Rattler, nobody cares about that guy. This is the perfect time for the Bears to catch some teams slipping, right? My verdict and the verdict of others is this: basically at 500, Chicago's not back, but the arrow's pointing up. If Caleb stays composed and the O line locks in, the Bears could sneak into relevance. Okay. Now, let's talk about the Cardi B, the JT, when queens collide, right? So the rap game just ain't the same, man. Let's just be honest with. Let's just be honest there, okay? The rap game just got louder. Cardi B and JT, other city girls, reignited their feud in spectacular fashion, right? But people want to know what sparked it, right? What sparked it? Well, I'm going to tell you. So, our sources from Complex, TMZ, and Billboard, they said JT tweeted about real rap girls writing their own bars. Fans tagged Cardi did it, right? And Cardi got pissed. Oh, man, did she get pissed? Because she said, don't play with me. I write, man, and yours too if you need help. Then boom! What happened? Chaos online, right? We're talking subtweets, IG lives, and the fan base is going to war, right? Even Nicki Minaj's barbs jumped in to stir it up, right? So this is what they're saying. They're saying this isn't just beef, it's branding, right? Cardi's dominance versus JT's authenticity is a social media economy, right? If they dropped a collab instead of diss tracks, they both win. That's what some say. Me, I feel Cardi B's on a decline, right? And they're doing this so her album can get more streams. I don't think nobody's streaming Cardi B's new album. In fact, I don't even know the name of the new album, right? But what's one way for an artist to get more streams and get more sales? Start a beef, right? Create a beef, make up the beef, whatever. That's one way to go about it. And I think that's what what Cardi B's team is pushing for, right? Now, since we're on the topic of Cardi, let's talk about who she been fucking on. Stefon Diggs, boy. So, do y'all remember when they first hooked up and everything like that? It was supposed to be a flex, right? A flex on Offset. Well, joke's on her. Now, Stefon Diggs, allegations, accountability, and the culture, right? This has been going on. It's been some serious allegations, right? Surfaced against Stefon Diggs. A man named Chris Blake Griffith accuses Diggs of sexual assault, drugging, and threats allegedly occurring in October of 2024, right? But if y'all don't know, I'm gonna tell you what's really happening here. Okay, like dig this here. So Griffith claims that Diggs exposed himself, licked his ears, and made unwanted sexual advances after they partied together. Like what? And he also says Diggs drugged him and later attempted to have me unalieved, right? That's what he said, unalieved, right? These are explicit and serious allegations we're talking about. And this is coming from Hot New Hip Hop and Times of India, right? So, transition, Cardi B and JT's reaction. Now, Cardi B standing by her man saying this, you know, calling Griffith a liar with a history of false claims, right? JT goes on and says, posted Griffith's interview writing justice for Chris, right? And saying gay men deserve protection and truth, okay? The allegations became fuel in their ongoing feud, right? So, what is true? What is fake? Well, let's talk about it, right? So, we got TMZ, App News, and Times of India, right? This is what they're trying to say, right? No verified police or court documents were public yet. No official statement from Stefon Diggs at the time. Story exists mainly through social media and blog coverages, right? So that's what they're saying, right? What do I think about it? These are serious claims. Okay. This ain't gossip. It's, if it's true, then justice is needed, right? If it's false, then it's kind of defamation of character. But either way, it's a lesson on why we should verify before we vilify, right? Social media is a megaphone, right? Not a courtroom. But again, is this a simp or is this a stud move, right? Well, a public, transparent response and cooperation could kind of make it a stud move. Like, I ain't got nothing to hide, dude lying or whatever the case may be. Okay. But now people will say this silence or spin while lives are impacted, that could be considered weak energy from what some people may consider, right? People just want to know, is it true, Stefan? I mean, did you try to do it? Like the world wants to know. They want to know. But let's move into the final segment of the show. Relationship talk. And man, it's a good one. Okay. Here's the big question right here, right? Is it okay to ask your partner to show you their MyChart, right? Now, sources from Mayo Clinic, Healthline, Psychology Today, they basically say transparency equals trust, right? Others say privacy equals respect. If you're asking from care and mutual honesty, cool. If you are demanding from insecurity or control, That's toxic, right? So they suggest, ask respectfully, be willing to share yours too, and never weaponize privacy over power, right? Or privacy for power, right? Whichever one is politically correct. Who knows? Fuck it. But now, is this a stud move where it's like, yeah, care about my health? Here you go, bam. Or is it a simp move where it's like you want some type of form of control? Like, man, I ain't fucking with you. Let's show me your MyChart. You know, which one? Me personally, I'm always for being upfront with whomever you're dealing with, right? If y'all ain't gonna use condoms, god damn it, ask for that motherfucker MyChart. Cause these people, you don't know what that person may have, right? Before, if y'all gonna go without condoms, right? Then ask that person for the MyChart. That's the thing now. Okay. Make sure the checkup is regularly, not 2 years ago. If it was 2 years ago, then it's like, yeah, that you don't know what that who he slept with, who she slept with, what they had, or if they donated blood recently, right? If someone you're messing with might have donated some blood recently and they showed you that, because you can't donate blood if you got a disease. If you got something, you can't donate, right? So that could be your other proof as well. So, fellas, that's a cheat code. If you don't want to show the MyChart, be like, look, I gave blood last week. Here it is right here. Here's the proof. There go your out right there, right? But that's our show for today, y'all. It's your host, Trillionaire Chuck, reminding you to keep it real, both in life and in love. Oh, make sure, come on, y'all, right? Seriously, make sure to subscribe, like, and drop a comment only if you're rocking with the content. And we'll be back next time on Heartbeat Arena. I'm out. Peace.